Hi everyone, I'm Eileen at Allied Health Training Institute, and today's skill is going to be making an occupied bed. What you want to do whenever you start a skill is remember you have certain steps that you have to do before each skill. With this skill, you want to designate that you're washing your hands. You want to come in, you want to pull the curtain for privacy. This skill, you do not need gloves. Remember, the skills that you need gloves for only include water. You want to go and you want to get your supplies. In this skill, the supplies you need are to make a bed. So you need a bottom sheet, you need a top sheet, you need a blanket, and a pillowcase. All right, so what you want to do is, your client is in bed. You're just going to take this top sheet, put it over towards the client, take the bottom sheet, and just do the same exact thing. Then you're going to come around to the other side because you want the resident to move and roll over. But for safety purposes, you want to have this side rail up. Okay, so now I'm just going to ask her to roll over and at the same time keep everything private. Keep her covered. Then you're going to take this sheet, the bottom sheet, you're just going to roll it towards the center of the bed. Underneath the pillow. And then just put your hand on her hip, push her over a little bit, and push it underneath her. And you want to push this as far over as possible because then it makes it easier on the other side when you go to unroll it. Now you're going to put the bottom sheet on. You want to make sure you have it the same length. You want to make sure it's the length of the bed. Sometimes you're not going to be able to do it. You're going to forget or you did it wrong. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Just change it. Let the evaluator know that that was a mistake and that you're going to change it, and that's okay. You also want to let the evaluator know that you're making this as wrinkle-free as possible. Why is that important? It's important for the skin because this resident cannot get up by themselves. And so that creates skin breakdown. So you want to make sure, as much as you can, that you're saying it is wrinkle-free as possible. And again, you're just going to push this over to the other side. You're putting this clean new sheet under the rolled up dirty sheet. So let me show you up here. You can see that over here. Just push it under that. Clean under dirty. Then you're just going to make it again as wrinkle-free as possible. You're going to pull up this side rail because you're going to now have the resident roll towards this side. Can you roll towards this side, please? Again, privacy, privacy, privacy. All right. Now we're just going to remove the dirty. And you can see it's right here. When you roll this out, roll it on top of each other so the dirty part does not get exposed. Always roll it away from you. Put that in the dirty hamper and then just bring the clean sheet out and finish making the bed. This can be nerve-wracking, but just think, how often do you make a bed at home? So, pretty much the same way, except that there's somebody in this one. Okay. Just have the resident roll onto her back now. And we're just now going to replace the top sheet. So again, just take the sheet, give yourself a little bit of space to put the clean sheet here. You don't have to worry about the clean sheet touching the dirty sheet so much. So unfan the sheets. Again, before you start doing it, make sure you have it. The length is correct. So you can see here. All you have to do is turn it just like that. It's not a big to-do. Now, to change the top sheet, you want to make sure that you have privacy. Again, that your resident is not exposed. So just take this sheet like this. Make sure you have enough room up here where it's going to cover up here. Go underneath the dirty. All you're going to do is just push this over. Roll it again. Always away. Now you can make it pretty. What you want to do is make sure you have enough sheets on both sides to be able to tuck it in. So the top sheet has to be tucked in at the bottom of the bed. You're going to get the blanket, and you're just going to do the same thing with the blanket. Getting hot for you down there?
Mm-hmm. Comfortable.
Check both sides that you have enough blanket on both sides and tuck that in at the bottom as well. Just pull up here. This would designate that you're making room for her toes. The reason why that is important is because, again, you don't want the pressure on the toes, and it's the pressure of the linen, because that can cause breakdown as well. Next thing and the last thing to do for this skill is to change the pillowcase. Just what you want to do is never, ever, ever, ever put this against you. That's infection control. So just hold it out from you and remove it. You put the pillow down here on the tabletop, that's okay. You want to turn this inside out. Then go back down. You can see you're just going down to the bottom of the sheet. Grab onto the bottom of the sheet like that. Put the pillow at the bottom of the sheet, and then just put the pillowcase around the pillow. Okay. All right, are you okay?
I am, thank you.
You're welcome. One of the last things that you want to do is to ensure that you give this call light. All right, and then you're going to just designate that you have washed your hands, and then you're going to just pull the curtain open. And make sure that you're finished and say, I am finished. That's the end of this skill.